Oaks coach with him in that aviation?
I used to watch the Oakland Oaks. My dad was a high school coach out in California, and they were having trouble drawing up there, so they gave 2 season tickets to all the high school coaches in the area. And 1968, my dad was a high school coach up there, and so we got to watch the Oakland Oaks.
Stan, what are you up against tonight? I know you admire their shooting capacity, their scoring capacity. What are you facing?
Well, I think that, since they've made the lineup change, they've got 4 very good perimeter shooters on the floor. A lot of guys who can play out of pick and rolls. Mo Williams, a great pick and roll player, and Verajao, is a guy who's very good rolling to the basket, catching and finishing. And so you've got to play the pick and roll. You've got to play Verajao on the roll, and then you still got to get out to the shooters. They're pretty tough to defend as that goes. And Mo's a guy who's given us a lot of problems. He can really create off the pick and rolls, and obviously Jamison's been one of the best scorers in this league for a long time. So they present numerous defensive challenges for us.
When you spoke last night about Gilbert and Jameer playing together potentially in their defense, what is it that specifically that you want to see improve? Keeping guys in front of them?
Well, yeah, and
taller guys?
everything. I mean, they've both got to be better defensively for us to be able to play them together. There's just, they'll both have to defend more, and what that means if they do it is more minutes for each of them. Otherwise, they're just splitting up the minutes at one position, and so, with some defensive improvement, they can each get a few more minutes every game.
And do their fundamentals have to be better, considering that they're not the tallest guys on the court?
Well, but I mean, Gilbert's big enough, that's for sure. Jameer's size is always going to be a problem, but you can keep the ball in front of you better, be better on pick and rolls, be right with people, chasing through screens and things like that. So, it's just something that we've got to work on and that they have to make a commitment to.
Stan, the observations of Ryan Anderson and Brian Bass in combination, they're all around the play at the 4 spot and what you're seeing.
Well, I think it's been good. I think one of the things that, people didn't really talk a lot about when we made the trades was the confidence we were placing in those 2 guys to make the trade, and to have a veteran guy like Richard, who played very well for us, move on, is that, we thought those 2 guys were ready to play and play a lot of minutes and play well. Brandon has obviously been a very efficient offensive guy for us. He's improved greatly defensively, gives us, a physical presence, a toughness, and some quickness, and has rebounded the ball better. Ryan has rebounded the ball great, has yet to really start shooting the ball well, but that's something we're confident he can do. So, we have a lot of confidence that those 2 guys, can handle that position very well, and right now, those 2 guys play together when Dwight's out of the game also, so there's a lot of minutes there for them and a great opportunity, and hopefully they'll make the most of it.
Has the transition with the new guys gone better than expected?
Well, it's gone pretty well so far. I mean, this is day 10, counting the day we didn't do anything but have a meeting. So, we really haven't had a lot of time. We've had 2 practices. One of them we didn't do a whole lot. It was a day after a back-to-back. We haven't had a whole lot of time together, and I know there'll still be some ups and downs, but I've been happy with the approach that they've taken and, how well they've picked things up so far, and looking forward to getting into a schedule where we can get some more things in offensively that we want to do, and be a little bit more on the same page defensively.
In your baseball travels, have you ever been to the Jake?
I have not, and I would like to get there, but I have not been there. I basically spend my time, family vacations, either to see other family or places we want to visit, and Cleveland hasn't come up in, we don't have any family here. Like, we went to Colorado. My wife has 2 sisters there. We go to Houston. My brother's down there. So that's where we see games, or in Florida. We don't know anybody. There's a lot of places I'd like to see the place in Pittsburgh. I'd like to go to Seattle. I'd like to go to Baltimore, but it's just we don't have any reason to go there family-wise. So unless I just sneak away which I feel like I'm doing pretty much during the season, that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna visit the parks where we have family and stuff.